Hello, everybody. It's Bernie Strom, and welcome to my YouTube channel for today's Red Sox doubleheader. First game will be 1917. Second game will be 1949. If you've been following me all along, you will know that I am replaying those two seasons. And this is the end for both of them. The Red Sox magic number to win the 1917 American League pennant is 1. And to win the 1949 American League pennant is 1. In reality, the 1917 Chicago White Sox beat the Red Sox in 1917 by 8.5 games, and the New York Yankees beat the Red Sox by 1 game in 1949. And if you follow my replays, the theme of my replays is to change history, and I'll take all those Red Sox disappointments and turn them in to Red Sox victories. Last season, I was successful with 1967, hope to be successful with 1917 and 1949. The White Sox are out of it. They've been eliminated. The only team that can catch the Red Sox are the Detroit Tigers. They are currently 5.5 games back, and the Red Sox today will be playing the St. Louis Browns. If they win, they win the pennant. If they lose, I'm going to have to sim the Detroit Tiger game and see if they lose. If the Tigers lose, the Red Sox still win the pennant. Here we go. The St. Louis Browns starting lineup: Bert Schoten in left, batting first. Jimmy Austin batting second. At third, Earl Smith in center, batting third. Grover Hartley catching, hitting fourth. Ray Demmett in right field. Fifth, Baby Doll Jacobson, who has played in our Field of Dreams baseball league many times, batting sixth. Doc Lavin batting seventh at second. Wally Gerber, shortstop, hitting eighth, and Ernie Koob, the pitcher, and he's batting ninth. He's 4-11 on the season with a 3.78 ERA. Harry Hooper batting first for the Red Sox in right field as David Lando checks in. Hi, Dave. Dave is the Season 3 champion in Field of Dreams baseball. Harry Hooper in right, batting first, member of the Hall of Fame, and also a player in our Field of Dreams league. Jimmy Cooney at second, only 16 at-bats, batting second. I never heard of him. Del Gaynor at first, batting third. Duffy Lewis, famous Duffy Lewis for Duffy's Cliff in left field at Fenway Park, hitting fourth. Tilly Walker in center, hitting fifth. He replaced the famous Tris Speaker, who had a contractual disagreement with the Red Sox and was traded to Cleveland. Larry Gardner at third base, batting sixth. Everett Scott, shortstop, hitting seventh. Everett Scott, if you follow me, you know Everett Scott's the man who Lou Gehrig had a pass for consecutive game streak eventually, about 20 years from now. Wally Mayer catching, batting eighth. Never heard of him. He's only had 3 at-bats. And Rube Foster, who pitched for my Field of Dreams team and ended up on the Lehigh team in this past season, pitching for the Red Sox. He's had 16 starts. He's 6-6 on the season. Let's start the game. This is black and white. If you're viewing this for the first time, I've decided to do this season, 1917, in black and white, in honor of my friend Beatles Eternally, who showed me this for the first time. I thought it was really cool, fit the ambiance of the 1917 game. There's Fenway Park in black and white, and Rube Foster's on the mound. And let's get the game underway. Pop up. Third baseman in foul territory puts it away for the out, 1 down. Weather today. The attendance at Fenway Park, 83-13, is partly cloudy, 64 degrees. The wind's out to center at 11 miles an hour. Austin stepping in to face Rube Foster. Here's the pitch. Bounding ball to short. Everett Scott to first. 2 up, 2 down. And Earl Smith, 189 on the season. Foster delivers. And he strikes him out. The first half of the first inning is over. No scores. We head to the bottom of the inning. Coob on the mound, going to face Harry Hooper, who's hitting .222 on the season, not one of his better years here. And he walks. Runner on first. Let's see who this Jimmy Cooney is. I don't know who he is, but he's playing. He's only hitting 125. The pitch, and here is the sacrifice bunt. He's out. Runner goes to second. Out of the park 25. 99% of the time in dead ball baseball will bunt on the second batter if the first person gets on. Del Gaynor, 280 hitter. Runner on second, the pitch. Ground ball to third. Throw to first base, and it's in the dirt, and the runner is safe at first, and Hooper goes to third. Runners on first and third. Duffy Lewis. Lewis hitting .304 with a couple of home runs. And he swings, fly ball to left. He's caught it. Hooper tags. Here's the throw. Not even going to be close. Not even going to make it to home plate. It's cut off. Red Sox lead 1-0. Tilly Walker, 296, 3 home runs. The pitch. Line drive. Base hit. Bases are now loaded with Red Sox. Walker at first, Gaynor at second, Cooney at third for Larry Gardner, 282. 2 home runs, 70 runs batted in. The pitch. Ground ball to first, going to throw to second. Shortstop's got it. That's all we're going to get. Second run scores, and it is 2-0 Red Sox. Runners on first and third. Everett Scott hitting .269. As a ball gets away, but everybody holds their base. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch, and he walks them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch would have been 3 balls. But in this game, where we do 1 pitch, that was 2 balls. Here we go. Bases loaded for the Red Sox. They want to end this early. Wally Mayer, I'll look him up later. I've never heard of him either. He's 1 for 3 on the season. And Coob walks him. It's now 3-0. Bases loaded. Rube Foster, the 9th batter of the inning. And he struck him out swinging. At the end of 1, Red Sox 3, St. Louis 0. Top of the second inning, Foster to face. Hartley, Demet, and Baby Doll Jacobson. Swing, that ball's tapped in front of the plate. Mayer jumps out in front of home, throws to first for the out, 1 down. Demet hitting .294, limited at bats, only been up 51 times. He pops it up. Gardner under it. 2 down here in the top of the second. And Baby Doll Jacobson, 249 in the replay. Here's the pitch. He swings, and it's a bounding ball to third. Gardner throws us to first base. It's an easy out. We head to the bottom of the second inning, 3-0 Red Sox. Let's see if Ernie, who's pitched 148 innings, allowed 160 hits this season with a 3.81 ERA, which is pretty high in this era. Let's see if he can get this under control. Hooper, the leadoff batter. And just like he did in inning number 1, he walks. Who wants to bet Cooney's going to bunt? There it is, just like he did, but he bunted it in the air. He's going to be out. Hooper's going to stay on first. Bart Ewing, Nice to have you come by. Red Sox were a solid team in 1917. The Red Sox were the Yankees of the first 20 years of American League existence. And then we all know who they traded to the Yankees and ended that streak. The pitch. There goes Hooper, the throw. Hooper's out by 1.5 miles. He's caught stealing. There's now 2 down. Nobody on. Coob has Gaynor at the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. And a ground ball to short. He's going to be out. We head to the top of the third, 3-0 Boston. 7 innings away from clinching the 1917 pennant. That will be the first part of my replay. And then they got to beat the New York Giants in the World Series. And 1917 will be put to bed, in my opinion. I will never have to play it again. Last year, I won the World Series with the 67 Red Sox, and we'll never have to play that one again. Lovin faces Foster, the 0-2 pitch, pops it up. Gardner calls for it. 1 down. Wally Gerber, limited at bats, hitting 143. Here's Foster's pitch. And he's going to be out 5-3 if you're scoring at home. The pitcher, Coob, 42 at-bats, hitting 167 on the year. Here's the 3-2 pitch. He swings and misses. The ball gets away from the catcher, down to first base for the out. 2.5 innings in the books, 3-0 Boston. I'm certainly looking forward to the second game almost a little more than this one, because I'll tell the story as we head to it. But this 1949 replay season of mine has been something else. Coob to face Lewis, Walker, and Gardner, the pitch. Fly ball, as it says, but it's only to the shortstop. 1 down. Walker up. This one's hit on the ground to the shortstop. 6-3. And Larry Gardner. First 2 batters go quietly in the inning. Gardner swings. The ball gets away from the catcher, but he's going to throw him out. 2-3. Mark that down as a strikeout. Assist to the catcher. Put out to the first baseman. We head to the top of the 4th. 3-0 Red Sox. Foster to face. Schoten, Austin, and Smith. Ground ball to first. Gaynor steps on the bag unassisted, 1 down. Jimmy Austin. Austin swings and sends it out to center field, where Tilly Walker puts it away. 2 up, 2 down for the center fielder, Earl Smith. Rube Foster delivers. And there's a grounder to second. Over to first, 4-3. If you're scoring at home, we head to the bottom of the 4th. 3-0 Boston. Going to take a 30-second break here, have a sip of water. Three runs, 2 hits, no errors for Boston. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Browns. Coob to face the bottom third of the Red Sox order, Scott, Mayer, and Foster. We are using as play lineups. He swings and misses. He's out. Mayer up. He hits it on the ground to short. Picks it up. Routine play over to first base. 2 down as Gerber handled that chance nicely. Rube Foster. Foster hitting 179. And there's a fly ball to right. The Browns put it away. 1-2-3. The Red Sox go in the 4th. We head to the top of the 5th of this quick-moving game. 3-0 Boston. Foster facing the heart of St. Louis's order, Hartley. Demet and Jacobson. There's a swing. There's a ground to first. Gainer steps on the bag. 3 unassisted. Foster to the Merritt. And he swings that ball. Grounded to short. 2 up, 2 down as Demet grounds to short. And Baby Doll Jacobson. And he's going to pop that ball shallow in the infield. Second baseman calls off Gainer. He's got it for the out. Halfway home, Red Sox 3, St. Louis nothing. Coob to face the top of the order again. Hooper, who's walked twice. He swings, and there is a line drive in the center field. That's going to make it to the gap. One hops the wall in left field. Center fielder picks it up off the green monster. Hooper on his way to third. He's going to dive head first. He's safe, and he leads off the bottom of the 5th with a triple. Jeff Hunter comes by. Hi, Jeff. Jeff is the Season 1 Super Bowl champion in Gridiron Dreams. If anyone's listening here and likes the idea of playing in a draft league, we have a draft league going with Field of Dreams and Gridiron Dreams. They're a lot of fun. Just let me know, and I'll point you in the right direction. Steve Tate and Big Clue are responsible for that league. Here we go. Cooney stepping in. Guy, the second baseman I never heard of. Runner on third. The pitch. Base hit. Run's going to score. Red Sox now up 4-0. Gainer comes to bat. Gainer 278 on the season. 0 for 1 in the game. The pitch. He checks his swing and takes ball 4. Runners on first and second. Fourth hitter Duffy Lewis up. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. I wouldn't be surprised if the cleanup hitter bunted. Here we go. He swings away, hits it to short. Second for 1. That's all they're going to get. First out of the inning, Cooney goes to third. Lewis on first on the fielder's choice. Coob to face Tilly Walker, who is the power hitter on the Red Sox this season with 3 home runs here in 1917. 3-2 pitch, ground ball, back to the mound. Throws to second for the out. Cooney remains at third. 4-0 Red Sox. They're trying to expand this. Larry Gardner stepping in, hitting .281. And there's a base hit. 1 run scores. Ball gets by the third baseman as they tried to get him at third, and he's going to score on the error. The Red Sox now lead 6-0 here. Bottom of the 5th inning in a game. The Red Sox win, and they win the pennant. Everett Scott up. Gardner at second. Got there on the error. Here's the pitch, and there's a bounding ball to first. Going to take it to the bag unassisted. He is going to be out. Easy play for Baby Doll Jacobson. We head to the top of the 6th. 6-0 Red Sox. Very interesting. If you guys notice, I'm not going to mention it, but not only is this a clinching game, there's something else going on after 5 innings. Let's see what happens is Foster delivers the pitch. Grounded to short. Scott gets him by a couple of steps. 1 down. Foster delivers. There's another ground ball to shortstop. Everett, a busy man as he throws it to Gainer for the out. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The pitcher, Coob, steps in. He hits it on the ground to second. Flips it over to first. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It is 6-0 Red Sox. This quick movie game will have Meyer, the catcher, Foster, the pitcher, and the top of the order Hooper up against Scoob. Here's the pitch. He swings, and there is a ground ball to third. It's going to be a base hit because he's just going to pick it up and put it in his pocket. Meyer at first, Foster up. He swings and misses. Strike three. Meyer still at first. Top of the order, Hooper. Hooper 1 for 1 today. He's also walked twice. Here's the pitch, and he's hit by the ball. That pitch got away from Coob. There's runners on first and second for Jimmy Cooney, who's 2 for 3 today. He's having a good day. Coob delivers, and he pops it up. Third baseman puts the shallow pop-up away. Runners on first and second still. 2 outs, however, for Del Gaynor. Gaynor 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, over to second for the force play. Inning is over. We head to the top of the 7th inning. Red Sox leading 6-0. Foster to face, top of the order, Schoten, Austin, and Smith. Quick glance at the scoreboard will tell you everything you need to know. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Ball is booted by Scott, and the runner reaches. Runner on first. First error for the Red Sox in the game. Austin up. Here's the pitch. And there's a slow roller to short. Everett Scott is going to not throw. That's going to be ruled a base hit. First hit of the game for St. Louis, and there goes the suspense. Runners on first and second. Foster, this is the first trouble Foster's been in all day. Here's the pitch. He strikes out looking. 1 down now for the Browns as the catcher Grover Hartley stepping in. Only been up 10 times in the replay. The pitch. Back to the mound. Throws to second. They got him. He's out. That's the only out they're going to get, however. First and third, 2 outs. Ray Demmett. Demmett also has a limited amount of at-bats this season, batting .283. The pitch, the swing, and there's a base hit. And it is now 6-1. Runners on first and second. Baby Doll Jacobson, probably the most famous of all the St. Louis Browns here in the game. Here's the pitch. And he's going to be out. The top of the 7th is over. Red Sox leading 6-1. New pitcher on for St. Louis, Rusty Wright. 19 innings on the season, .233 ERA. His record is 1-1. Will face Lewis, Walker, and Gardner here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch. Line drive into the right center field gap. That ball's down. Taken on a couple of hops. Throw to second base is not going to be in time. That's a stand-up double for Duffy Lewis. Red Sox trying to get that run back. Tilly Walker stepping in to the batter's box. He's 1 for 3 today as Wright delivers. That ball's popped up to second. That ball's out. Larry Gardner at third baseman, who's 1 for 3 on the day, trying to knock Lewis in. Wright delivers. Line drive to the shortstop. He's going to take it back to second. That is going to be a double play. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Red Sox leading 6-1. What I'll do if this game ends with a Red Sox victory, I will just hit the sim button to finish the season. We'll see how it ends. And later this week, we will begin the 1917 World Series. I don't want to celebrate too much, but the Browns now send up a pinch hitter. He is a full-time player, and you know him. His name's George Sisler, 343 hitter in this replay. Who knows why the Browns are playing all these backups, but here's the pitch. Sisler hits a ground ball to short. Scott to first for the out, one down. Ernie Johnson coming in hitting. He's got 4 home runs, 41 RBIs, another full-time player. They're sending up their full-time players now that the game is somewhat in trouble, and he flies to left. That ball's caught by Lewis for the out. And the third pinch hitter in a row, Todd Sloan, another looks like starting player, 286 hitter with 3 home runs. Foster delivers. 3-1 pitch, he walks him. Runner on first, Bert Schoten at the plate. He's one of the few starters that played today. Here's the pitch. There's a grounder to first. Gainer steps on the bag. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 6-1 Boston. Here we go. Scott, Mayer, and Foster due up to face a new pitcher. I'll tell you who it is in a second. Ground ball to short. Long throw to first for the out. 1 down. Carl Wheelman, 2-1 on the season, 59 and a third innings, 2.28 ERA. He's going to face Mayer, who's 1 for 2 today for the Sox. Here's the pitch. He hits a bounding ball to the first baseman, who picks it up, steps on the bag. Jacobson gets his man. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Pitcher Rube Foster up. Foster 0 for 3 today. He hits a ground ball to second, and that ball's booted. Going to be no play. Foster's going to reach on the 3rd error of the day for the St. Louis Browns, as Harry Hooper, 1 for 1. I think he's walked 3 times along with it. Let's see what happens. Wellman delivers. That ball slowly hit to third, picks it up, holds onto it. It's a base hit. Hooper at first, Foster at second. Jimmy Cooney, the second baseman, who's 2 for 4, someone who I've never heard of, is up. And the side is retired as that flyout went to right field. We head to the top of the 9th. Foster trying to put the 1917 pennant flag up at Fenway Park will face Jimmy Austin, Smith, and Hartley. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. Foster covering. 1 down. Earl Smith 0 for 3. He swings and hits a fly ball in the right field. Hooper puts that away. There we go. 1 out away from the pennant. Del Pratt, another full-time player, steps in to pinch hit. Foster's pitches. Here we go. Ball 4. Runner goes to first. We'll have to delay the celebration a tiny bit as Ray Demmett steps into the batter's box. 1 for 3 on the day. Foster delivers. Fly ball to center field. There it is. The Red Sox win the 1917 American League pennant. 6-1. Red Sox, 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. 1 run, 2 hits, 3 errors. 1, 2, 3 for the Browns. And there's the Red Sox celebrating on the field. And game 1 of our doubleheader is over. Red Sox head back into the dugout. They're going to celebrate. Browns stymied by Red Sox Foster. The Boston Red Sox beat the St. Louis Browns 6-1. Boston pitcher and the United States native. That's interesting. Rube Foster led the way. The win hiked the Boston record to 87-60. Foster pitched well for Boston. The right-hander went the distance, allowing 1 run on 2 hits. I'll go out there and help the team win. That's all you can do. Not one word about the pennant, but there it is. The Red Sox have now eliminated everybody. Red Sox 6 games ahead of the Tigers. The Giants have won. We are going to do something else here. We're going to, well, let's find out when the season ends. Season ends, let's say, that says October 4th, so let's go to October 5th. We can take a look at the final standings and then move via time machine to 1949. Here we go. Let's double check the standings, see what they all look like. There it is, the Boston Red Sox, champions of the American League, 89-63. You may notice that not all the teams played the same number of games, and I'm going to tell you the reason for that. Out of the Park Baseball fails to recognize tie games. They were tie games in 1917, and they do not put them on the schedule. I could have put them on the schedule, but however, I did not have that kind of energy to do that, so we played an uneven schedule. Red Sox in first place, the Chicago White Sox, who actually were 8.5 games ahead of the Red Sox in the real deal, finished 10 games back. The Red Sox will play the New York Giants in the World Series. This is asking me to read an important message. What is the important message? Okay. I'm going to read the important message. Then we're going to 1949. From spring training to the last out of the regular season, it's been the goal of every GM, team, manager, and player to reach Major League Baseball playoffs. They all aspire to win baseball's holy grail, the World Series title. Now, for the elite teams, the first steps of that journey begin in earnest with the World Series starting today. The opening playoff series will pit these teams against one another. It's the Boston Red Sox and the New York Giants. Stay tuned to this channel. We will start playing that game later in the week. Let's back up the file here. Just takes a second. That's how fast it is to back up the file. Let's close this and get on to PC Replay Baseball, where we'll have the 49 Red Sox at the 49 New York Yankees for the final 2 games of the 1949 season. Here we go. In real life, the Red Sox were 1 game ahead of the New York Yankees on this date, 1949. They entered Yankee Stadium having to win 1 of 2 games to win the 1949 American League pennant. But true to Red Sox form and the legend of the ghost of Babe Ruth, they lost both games. The Yankees won the 49 pennant and went on to play in the World Series. Once again, my job is to correct all those misfortunes of the Boston Red Sox, and I'm close to doing it. The Red Sox had about a 6-game lead 2 weeks ago here in this replay, and they were cruising to end this long before they hit Yankee Stadium, but in true Red Sox fashion, they went on a little losing streak. Yankees went on a winning streak, and here we are, 2 games to go in the season. Red Sox 2 games up, and they still have to win 1 of these 2 games to win the pennant. Let's find out if they do that. The only difference between my replay and real-life baseball is if the Yankees beat the Red Sox twice, there will be a 1-game playoff, which also occurred in real life in 1948. So let's go to October 1st. 7 games on the schedule, and we're not going to play any of them except this one. Then we'll do the rest later. This is once again another as played schedule. And here we go. The Yankees are going to be managed by the AI. I will manage the Red Sox in PC Replay Baseball. Let's go down to the field.
Replay Radio is live from New York. Top of the first.
Here we go. The Red Sox at Yankee Stadium. The American League pennant is on the line. Red Sox send up Dom DiMaggio batting first. He's in center. Johnny Pesky at third, batting second. Ted Williams hitting fourth. Batting third, Vern Stevens. Cleanup hitter at short, Bobby Doerr at second. Fifth, Al Zarilla in right field. Sixth, Bobby Goodman, first baseman. Seventh, Bertie Tebbets, catcher. Eighth, and their ace, Mel Parnell, on the mound, will be batting ninth. In the outfield for the Yankees, Lindell, DiMaggio, Bauer left to right. Johnson, Rizzuto, Coleman, Hendrick left to right in the infield. Yogi Berra catching. Allie Reynolds pitching. I'm sure you guys have been following me from time to time as Cutter Historical stops by. And yes, Pete Rose did pass away today, and that makes me sad, as I'm one of the people who has watched Pete Rose's entire career from start to finish, from I guess you could say hero to bum, whatever you want to call him. I'm one of those people believes he belongs in the Hall of Fame for his baseball prowess. Anyway, here we go. If you haven't followed it before, I'll just briefly tell you it's very hard to do a play-by-play with PC Replay Baseball, because sometimes a play is determined by one roll of the dice, sometimes two, sometimes three, and four rolls of the dice. We'll do the best job we can, but it's easy for you to follow on the screen. They've done a great job of taking this cards and dice game and putting it on the PC. Reynolds to pitch to DiMaggio.
One out, base is empty.
Allie Reynolds to face Johnny Pesky. Ground ball to third. It was bunted. We're going to have to roll a couple of dice. That's why it's difficult. See that too? I'll explain that right after I hit that button. That's a 5. That is a single. Base hit.
One out, man on first.
Allie Reynolds to pitch to Ted Williams. Ted Williams having a wonderful year. 351, 30 home runs, 162 runs batted in, and he has walked 140 times. His on-base percentage just under 500. Ground ball to second. Over to short for one. Back to first.
2 runs, 1 hit, and none left on.
We head to the bottom of the first. No score.
Bottom of the first.
Batting order for the 1949 New York Yankees, managed by Casey Stengel. Phil Rizzuto at short, batting first. Tommy Hendrick at first, batting second. Yogi Berra catching, hitting third. Joe DiMaggio in center, batting fourth. Johnson at third, batting fifth. Hank Bauer in right field, sixth. Lindell left field, hitting seventh. Jerry Coleman at second, eighth, and Allie Reynolds pitching, batting ninth. Williams, DiMaggio, Zarilla left to right in the outfield. Infield left to right, Pesky, Stevens, Doerr, Goodman. Tebbets behind the plate, Mel Parnell on the mound. And here we go. Pops it up to second.
1 out, base is empty.
Tommy Hendrick. Fly ball to center.
2 outs, base is empty.
Yogi Berra, another good year, 291 for him, 24 home runs, 90 runs batted in. Ball's hit to second. He's out at first. Quick 1-2-3 inning.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3. Top of the second.
Top of the second, the Red Sox will send up their 4, 5, and 6 hitters, Stevens, Doerr, and Zarilla. Stevens at first, not a particularly
No
fast
outs,
runner.
men on first.
Bobby Dorr hits a base hit in the left field. Stevens is going to hold at second. The Red Sox have the first
No outs, men on first and second.
two batters on base for Al Zerillo, who's had a fine year for the Red Sox. 295, 18 home runs, 97 runs batted in. Here's the pitch. And there's a base hit in the center field. Stevens is going to hold, not going to test the arm of Joe DiMaggio with nobody out. Pretty silly to try to score on DiMaggio, and there's no outs in the inning. Bases loaded for the Red Sox.
Bases loaded. The first baseman is playing in.
Billy Goodman, 314 hitter. No power, but has 60 runs batted in. It's only struck out 19 times and over 450 at-bats. The pitch. Ground ball back to the mound. He's going to throw to first for the out and let the run score. Red Sox lead 1-0. Dorr reaches third.
Out, men on second and third.
Zarilla at second. Allie Reynolds to face Bertie Tebbetts. We have a second roll. It's a ballpark effect. It's going to pop up there. If it hits between 54 and 64, we're going to have to roll another time. If it's 65 or 66, it's a home run. If it's under 54, it's a base hit. Base hit. Bobby Dorr is going to score. Will they send Zarilla? There's only one out. They're going to hold them.
One out, men on first and third.
Allie Reynolds has allowed 2 runs, 4 hits this inning. Mel Parnell, the pitcher, stepping in. One thing you'll notice, he's a 273 hitter. He's not an automatic out. Deep fly ball to center field. Lindell puts it away. Zarilla's going to trot home. No throw. It is 3-0 Boston.
2 outs, men on first.
And Beatles, my buddy Beatles Eternally stops by. Beatles and I haven't touched base very much this month. I want to apologize. We haven't had our podcast on. We've got to do that. It's not that we don't want to do it. It's just that I've had a busy schedule, and I know Beatles has too, but we will get there. We will have a podcast, and I would want to remind everybody that we have a project going on. It's the Mac McGraw League. Beatles is playing 8 National League teams in a full season. I'm playing 8 American League teams in a full season. He's doing it on his channel. I'm doing it on mine. And when the season's over, we're going to get together and play a World Series and determine who is the greatest dead ball team of all time, as Ken Castro stops by. Nice to see you, Ken. Thank you for coming in. Here we go. Dom DiMaggio up. The pitch by Reynolds.
3 runs, 3 hits, and 1 left on.
We head to the bottom of the second. The Red Sox leading 3-0.
Bottom of the second.
Joe DiMaggio, 387. I'm impressed. 17 home runs, 73 RBIs. And that's only in a partial year because he was hurt in the beginning of this season. And he's going to fly out to Williams and left. 1 down.
Base is empty.
Billy Johnson, 261 hitter, 4 home runs, 40 RBIs. The pitch by Parnell. He's going to fly out to Dom DiMaggio.
2 outs, base is empty.
And Hank Bauer, 284 hitter, 8 home runs, 54 runs batted in. Hank Bauer will eventually become the manager of the Baltimore Orioles. He hits a ground ball to third, and he's going to be out.
They go down quietly, nothing doing this half inning. Top of the third.
Here in the top of the third inning, the Red Sox will send up 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Pesky, Williams, and Stevens, to face Allie Reynolds.
Ball 4.
Pesky trots down to first.
No outs, men on first.
Ted Williams stepping in, thought the game was going to get off to a bang. Instead, he ended the first inning with a 4-6-3 double play. He's got a runner on first, infield playing at double play depth. And he's going to fly out to Joe DiMaggio in center field. Got to get my DiMaggio straight.
1 out, men on first.
Vern Stevens doesn't get any easier for Reynolds. Ball hit to third. He's going to be out at first. Pesky goes to second.
2 outs, men on second.
Bobby Doerr singled his first time up.
Ball 4.
2 runners on. Pesky and Doerr, best of friends. They both walked, however.
2 outs, men on first and second.
Al Zarilla singled his first time up. The pitch. I'll explain you 26 in a minute. Line drive towards the gap. It's always a ballpark effect. We have to roll 2 dice. Let's see what kind of fielder Lindell is. That's a 3. That'll show you it's an out if it's 11 through 56. It's an out, barely.
No runs, no hits, and 2 left on.
At the end of 2.5, it's 3-0 Red Sox.
Bottom of the third.
Here we go. Lindell, who just made that play, batting. Coleman on deck. Allie Reynolds in the hole to face Mel Parnell. We got to roll a die to find out what happens here. You don't have to be a genius to know there's 5-6 chance of hitting a home run. And there it goes. Possible home run. We're going to have to run another die because we're going to find out if Parnell gives up a lot of home runs. If it is, I believe, 4, 5, or 6, it's a home run. There it is. Yankees score. It is now 3-1.
No outs, bases empty.
One of the reasons I like this game, it's not a closed engine. You know exactly why a play happens when it happens. And I'm with you, Ken. I really enjoy replay baseball also. Ken, who plays a lot of APA, would naturally enjoy replay baseball. This game is rumored to have been based on the APA baseball game. Jerry Coleman to face Parnell. Base hit left field.
No outs, men on first.
Runner on first, Allie Reynolds, only hitting 150, unlike Mel Parnell. He's a liability. Infield playing halfway. We're going to confirm he's batting. And he hits it back to the mound. Tosses to the first baseman, Goodman. Runner goes to second.
Men on second.
Phil Rizzuto, the top of the order, popped up in the first. 1 out, runner on second. Parnell delivers. Bears down to get him.
2 outs, men on second.
Tommy Hendrick, 305 hitter, 22 home runs, 97 RBIs. He flied to center field in the first inning. And he's going to pop up to third.
1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left on.
After 3, it's the Red Sox 3, the Yankees 1.
Top of the fourth.
Part of the reason, as Ken tells you, Ken was there and witnessed it, part of the reason why this game exists is because the advanced edition, I forget what they call it now, of APA is somewhat clunky to play. And this game was designed to be an easier version of that. Here we go. Goodman, Tebbets, and Parnell, the bottom third of the Red Sox order to face Allie Reynolds. Fly ball to left.
1 out, bases empty.
Bertie Tebbets, he'll go on to manage the Cleveland Indians. We have a rare play. This could be 3, 4, or 5 rolls. Here's the second roll. The third roll, Texas lead pop up to shallow right. There's going to be one more roll. Can Jerry Coleman get a single? He cannot. He's out.
2 outs, bases empty.
Mel Parnell stepping in. Mel Parnell fly to left, knocked in a run with the sacrifice fly. And Reynolds was a little too cute, puts Parnell on first.
2 outs, men on first.
Thank you, Ken, for giving us the history there. I didn't know the exact reason, but I did hear some story there, and I appreciate the fact that someone knows exactly what happened. Dom DiMaggio, runner on first. 2 outs, 3-1, Boston. Here's the pitch. We got another rare play. You don't get many of these in the game. Let's find out what happens. It's in foul territory. There's a lot of foul territory in Yankee Stadium, 11-53. Tells you that. If this was Fenway Park, it'd probably say 1-10. I mean, 11-15, because there's no foul territory in Fenway Park. He pops out to the third baseman.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the 4th.
3-1 Boston. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Berra, DiMaggio, and Johnson to face Parnell. Line drive. Goodman snares it.
1 out, bases empty.
Joe DiMaggio flied to left. And it's a ground ball to short. Stevens to first for the out.
2 outs, bases empty.
Billy Johnson flied to center. And he hit the ball to third. He's going to be out at first. An easy 1-2-3 inning.
1-2-3 inning. Top of the 5th.
We begin the top of the 5th. Red Sox 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Yankees 1-2-0. Allie Reynolds, this 9 is the number of batters he's got left. There will be a roll after that hits 0. He may get more, he may not. Pesky singled and walked. It was a bunt single. The pitch, and he's going to hit that ball in the center field for a base hit.
No outs, men on first.
This is just like playing a cards and dice game. I just get a kick out of it. I don't have to enter the scores. The game does it for me, but you get the same feeling as playing cards and dice as playing this PC game. Ted Williams hit in a double play, flied to center. Pesky on first. Reynolds delivers. We got to roll 1 die. If it's a 6, it's a home run. Anything else is a base hit. Line drive, right field. Williams on first. Pesky is going to hold at second.
No outs, men on first and second.
Nobody out. Red Sox looking to extend their lead. Vern Stevens, 168 RBIs. I believe he leads the league. We'll go over that at the end of the game. Reynolds delivers. Ball hit to second. It's going to be a double play.
That's their second double play turn today. 2 outs, men on third.
Nobody on now for Bobby Doerr's singled and walked in today's game. He's going to hit a line drive over the head of Joe DiMaggio. That's going to roll all the way to the monuments. I hope the monuments were there in 1949. And Dorr is on third base with a triple. If they weren't there, they rolled to all the way where the monuments should be. It's 461 feet, I think, to center field in this version of Yankee Stadium.
2 outs, men on third.
Well, that double play hurt because Dorr would have knocked in another run, but he's on third, and Al Zarilla, who's singled and flied to left, steps in.
Ball 4. Takes the base.
Reynolds walks him.
2 outs, men on first and third.
Billy Goodman up. If Goodman gets a hit, you're going to watch these numbers disappear. Ball hit to short. He's going to be out at first.
1 run, 3 hits, and 2 left on.
At the end of 4.5, halfway through the game, Red Sox leading 4-1.
Bottom of the 5th.
Beatles, thank you very much. That's why I like Beatles and Ken on these broadcasts I do. I only have to think I remember them. If I mention it, they will either confirm or tell the actual story of what I'm talking about, since I only know a little bit. I may know some stuff, but I am certainly no Beatles eternally or Ken Castro when it comes to the history of baseball. Okay, Yankees are going to try to mount a comeback here. I do know that my friend, I hit something by mistake. It's a fly ball to the left. I went to look for something here. Jeff Hunter is in here. Jeff Hunter's a Yankee fan. What I was going to say while I hit that mouse by mistake and the fly out was to left field for the out. What I wanted to say is my friend Jeff Hunter is a big Yankee fan, and I know everybody on here is probably a Red Sox fan because why not? That's why they watch this stuff. Anyway, Jeff wants the Yankees to win, and since he's my friend, I hope he has some success some other day other than today. Mel Parnell to face Johnny Lindell, who homered. And he hits a deep fly ball to left field. Williams will put that one away.
2 outs, base is empty.
As I glance at the chat, you can't find two managers as different in personalities as McCarthy and Stengel. I think you're right. McCarthy's best known for drinking, I believe. And I'm reading about the Master game. And Bart Ewing is an A's fan all the way. Well, I appreciate you coming in. Here we go. Let me find out where we are. 2 outs, nobody on. Mel Parnell up. He's got plenty of gas in the tank, as that 20 would indicate. The pitch to Coleman. Line drive to Bobby Dorr.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3. Top of the 6th.
As we head to the top of the 6th, Red Sox 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. Yankees 1-2-0. Tebbets, Parnell, and the top of the order, Dom DiMaggio due up. Bertie Tebbets walks.
No outs, men on first.
Not a fast runner. Let's find out if Mel Parnell is going to swing away or bunt. It's going to be a rare play. Dribbler to the mound. Well, this one looks pretty easy as an out. 3, 4, 5, and 6. It's an out. Parnell hits into a fielder's choice as Bertie Tebbets is thrown out at second. It worked like I could have sacrificed, but I didn't. But because I trusted my pal Parnell to get a hit. He swings, and it turns out to be a failed sacrifice. The pitch.
Two outs, men on first.
Parnell's still on first. Johnny Pesky up. Pesky's had a bunt single, walked, and swung and hit a single. And he's going to fly out deep to left field to end the inning.
No runs, no hits, and one left on. Bottom of the sixth.
Bottom of the sixth, Red Sox still lead 4-1. Parnell to face Allie Reynolds, followed by the top of the Yankee order, Rizzuto and Hendrick. New York is pinch hitting.
The manager calls for a pinch hitter.
Charlie Keller. He hits a base hit in the left. Well, even in PC replay baseball, Casey Stengel knows what he's doing.
No outs, men on first.
Parnell to face Phil Rizzuto popped up to second and struck out in today's game. Ball's hit to short. We got to check for an error, and here we go. 1-42 is an error. Vern Stevens is not a particularly great fielding shortstop. And there's your error. Oh, excuse me, no error. I got that backwards.
1 out, men on first.
It had to be higher than 42. Forget what I said. 1 out, Hendrick up, Rizzuto at first. We have an automatic steal, which is straight out of APA baseball. It's 51. It's higher than 43. It's a stolen base.
1 out, men on second.
Hendrick, runner on second. Hendricks flied to center, popped to third. The pitch. Fly ball to center. Tom DiMaggio puts it away.
2 outs, men on second.
Yankees need this run as Parnell faces Yogi Berra, who's grounded to second, line to first. And hits a deep fly ball to Williams that ends the inning.
No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on.
We head to the top of the seventh. Red Sox 9 outs away from clinching the 1949 pennant. For me, it would be a big treat. 2 game-clinching victories on the same night.
Top of the seventh. They're bringing in a new pitcher.
Joe Page. Page stepping in. 90 innings pitched this year. Only allowed 63 hits. He's going to be tough to hit. 2.39 ERA. His record 9-4 with 20 saves. He will face Williams, Stevens, and Dorr, the heart of the Red Sox order. Base hit. Williams, his second hit of the day.
No outs, men on first.
Williams, not a steal threat. Ballpark roll. Here we go. Stevens has no chance of getting a hit. There it is. Fly ball, center field.
1 out, men on first.
Joe DiMaggio puts that away. Williams remains on first. Up to the plate steps Bobby Dorr. He's singled, walked, and tripled. He walks for the second time in the game. Red Sox 2 runners on, 1 out.
1 out, men on first.
Will the Red Sox clinch today, or will they have to play tomorrow to try to clinch? We're about to find out here as we entered the last 3 innings of the game. Alzarilla's single flied to left and walked, 2 runners on. Hits the ball to second. Possible double play. Let's find out how good this pivot is. Well, it looks pretty damn good to me. It's a 6. This is an automatic double play.
And they turn their third double play of the game. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on. Bottom of the seventh.
We head to the bottom of the seventh. Red Sox 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Yankees 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. Red Sox 9 outs away from clinching the 1949 pennant. Earlier tonight, via the time machine, they clinched the 1917 pennant. I can't believe how lucky I've been, but let's see if our luck continues, because we're going to have to deal with Joe DiMaggio, Johnson, and Bauer. Ground ball to second. He's out at first. 1 down. Stopping Joe DiMaggio is important.
Base is empty.
Such a key player for these Yankees. Billy Johnson's fly to center grounded to third today. Parnell loses them. For those of you who do replays,
1 out, man on first.
In this 48, 49, 50 area, you will notice that there are a ton of walks. Hank Bauer grounded to third, fly to left, runner on first. He lines out to Billy Goodman.
2 outs, man on first.
Goodman didn't even have to move. Johnny Lindell's homered, flied to left. 2 down, runner on first, 4-1 Boston. Parnell delivers. Ground ball to third, and over to Goodman for the out.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on.
We head to the top of the 8th, 4-1 Red Sox.
Top of the 8th.
Red Sox trying to tack on a couple of insurance runs will send Goodman, Tebbets, and Parnell to face. Joe Page, fly to right, 1 down.
1 out, base is empty.
Bertie Tebbets, fly to center. Well, let's see how
2 outs, base is empty.
Let's see how symmetrical this be. Will Parnell fly to left? He won't. He'll strike out. The inning's over. 1-2-3.
It's a 1-2-3 inning.
We head to the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox leading 4-1.
Bottom of the 8th.
Red Sox now 6 outs away. Coleman, Page. No, it's for certain they're going to send up a pinch hitter. And Phil Rizzuto. Coleman singled line to second today. Ballpark roll. It may not be 4-1 very much longer. Base hit.
No outs, man on first.
Parnell allows the leadoff batter to get on. Joe Page is up, but before he does anything, I have no idea, down 4-1, why the AI wants this guy to steal, but let's find out why. Let's roll the dice. He's going to either hold or have a stolen base. 62, it's a stolen base. I guess the AI knows more than I do.
No outs, man on second.
I would not have done that. No, Bart, they didn't change the strike zone, and I'm not really sure why there were more walks. There's been studies done about that. They have no idea, but there were definitely a ton of walks in that time period of baseball. Let's see. Are they going to send Page up? Page 2 for 6 on the season. Looks like they're sending him up. No. Jim Delsing, boy, that makes me feel better about the AI.
Calls for a pinch hitter.
The pitch. He struck him out. Coleman at second, 1 down.
1 out, man on second.
Top of the order, Rizzuto's popped up, struck out, grounded to short. And he singled to center field. Coleman will hold third. Will he score? Let's find out. Allow the run or throw home. Dom DiMaggio, I'm going to allow the run because I don't want Rizzuto to go to second. 2-run lead.
1 out, man on first.
Hendrick up, slide to center, pop to third, and fly to center again. He pops it to third. Pesky's got it.
2 outs, men on first.
Rizzuto's still on first. Yogi Berra up, a dangerous hitter. Parnell delivers. He strikes him out. That 13. Strikeout in Napa, strikeout in PC replay sometimes.
Top of the ninth.
We head to the ninth inning as the Yankees send out Wally Hood. Wally Hood this season's only pitched 4 innings in my replay, allowed 3 hits, 2.25 ERA, struck out 1, walked 2. Dom DiMaggio, top of the Red Sox orders, struck out twice, fouled out to third, and then struck out a third time. He's not had a good day. And there it is, 4 strikeouts.
1 out, bases empty.
Johnny Pesky, on the other hand, has singled again, and flied to left. And he lines out to second, 2 down here on the top of the ninth.
2 outs, bases empty.
Wally Hood now to face Ted Williams. Williams grounded into double play, flied to center, singled twice. And he walks. This W on here indicates this pitcher walks a lot of batters.
2 outs, men on first.
Here we go. Williams at first. Vern Stevens up. He's walked grounded to third, hit into a double play, flied to center field, and Hood delivers. And he's going to fly out to center field to end the inning.
No runs, no hits, and 1 left on. Bottom of the ninth.
Okay, here it is. We'll set the picture for you. Red Sox, 4 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 2-5-0 for the Yankees. Red Sox 3 outs away from clinching the 1949 American League pennant. They're going to do it, however, having to go through Joe DiMaggio, who leads off for the Yankees. Fly ball to left, 1 down.
1 out, bases empty.
Billy Johnson's flied to center, grounded to third, and walked. Line drive right at Vern Stevens. There's 2 outs. Red Sox 1 out away from winning the pennant. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to hit the button. Well, there you go. They boo here in Yankee Stadium.
From all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
I can't believe it. I've won the pennant twice on the same day. Red Sox 98-55, Yankees 95-58. Only 1 game left in the season. Mal Parnell now 22-12. Allie Reynolds falls to 15-8. Parnell becomes the MVP of the game, and let's check the box score. Well, there you go. The box score shows that Mel Parnell pitched a great game, allowing only 5 hits and 2 runs. Struck out 4, walked 1. That was quite a game for the Red Sox. I'm going to close this for a second because going over it doesn't do anything for me. Let's autoplay the day. Let's finish the season. Red Sox defeat the Yankees in a meaningless game. And the final standings are Red Sox 4 games up on the Yankees. In real life, you'll see over here on the right what had happened. The Yankees were 1 game ahead of the Red Sox. And for me, it's quite an accomplishment this season to break 2 or rewrite history for 2 of the Red Sox seasons, 1917 and 1949. The Red Sox will play Brooklyn, who clinched the National League a lot earlier, in a World Series. I will probably, most likely, play these games in double headers since I'm playing the 17 and the 49 seasons at the same time. So check my Facebook page where I post all the scores and box scores of the games I play if you have access to Facebook. And I will post both on Facebook and Discord when we'll be playing the World Series games. I'll do them in double headers so you can catch either game on the same day or catch them both if you're so inclined. I want to thank David Lando for coming by, Bart Ewing for checking in, Ken Castro, and Beatles eternally always. Beatles is probably most responsible for me doing these replays. I really want to thank Beatles for helping me out. Ken Castro is always an inspiration. Cutter Historical, who comes by my broadcast every now and then, thank you very much. My friend Jeff Hunter, thank you all very much. I want you to have a wonderful Monday evening. Thanks again for stopping by. And for all those Red Sox fans, I want you to know that I'm going to be smiling most of the evening. Catch all my friends on Discord here in a few minutes. Have a nice evening.